where you are at in the world, and welcome to this channel, Freya's Crone. My name is Melody. For those of you who are new to this channel, welcome, and welcome back to my returning subscribers from my other channel. I am very grateful for all of your love and support, um, for all your comments, all your shares, if you do share, and all of your thumbs up. I am grateful to each and every one of you guys. All right. So when you come into this live stream, give me a Fonzie, either by jumping a screen or just simply hitting a thumbs up. And if you are not yet subscribed to this channel, please subscribe and hit that little notification bell. And you can also leave me a comment in the comment section below and let me know how this general reading resonates with you. This is a general, not a personal. So only take what resonates with your soul. All right. So this reading is for the star sign of Pisces. For the lunar eclipse, it's in your sign, Pisces. So the lunar eclipse in Pisces is going to either be August 27th, 28th, depending on where you live in the world. It is going to be 4 degrees, 5 minutes, sitting next to the North Node, which is your destiny. Where I live at, it's happening at 12:13 a.m., just shortly after midnight, so right on the 28th. And it is also opposing the sun in Virgo, which says that the lunar eclipse in Pisces is sitting next to the North Node, which means the Virgo is sitting next to the South Node. All right. So Pisces, the astrological meanings of this video is this is the final chapter. Wraps up a long-term story around the Pisces themes that started back in September of 2024. The core themes is your dreams, your intuition, the collective consciousness, release old illusions, breaking unhealthy boundaries, and processing deep emotional fatigue. The Virgo Pisces axis balance, which is going to shift your focus from practical Virgo routines and organization to intuitive, soulful Pisces surrender. So the mutable signs is what's being affected: Pisces, Virgo, Gemini, and Sagittarius. And wherever natal planets are near these affected signs, and at least 5 degrees is in line of change as well. So wherever say you have Aquarius in the North Node, all right, you're going to be affected. If you have Leo in the South Node, you're going to be affected. And if it sits 5 degrees near in this situation, all right, you're still in the line for the changes. So Uranus conflict, a sharp 10 square with Uranus and Gemini. Sudden shocking disruptions or unexpected shifts regarding home, family dynamics, long-standing emotions and structures. Use your intuition over logic. The sun in pragmatic Virgo, trying to micromanage details. Pisces demands you to stop overthinking and start trusting your gut instincts. So the lunar eclipse is a powerful cosmic reset, which is forcing you to do shadow work, such as faint hidden fears, suppressed feelings, and dark spots in your psyche, and big revelations. Releasing the past, cut ties with old habits, cutting ties with toxicity, toxic cycles, toxic people, toxic situations, letting go of emotional baggage, and purging. It is a fate turning point, which is tied to the lunar nodes, which brings sudden closures, redirections aligned with your soul's path. Emotional clarity, illumination through the darkness, letting you see clearly what no longer serves your highest good, whether it be meditation, vivid dreams, or listening to your still small voice. The lunar eclipse is the divine offering a helping hand to bring changes and revelations over the next 3 months. So it's happening. It'll be starting and happening over, let's see, it's August, till November. All right. All right, Pisces. Please give me a thumbs up. And if you're, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Alrighty, Pisces. What's the moon lunar eclipse energy around the Pisces collective? Please and thank you, Spirit. What is the lunar eclipse energy around the Pisces collective? Alright, so on the bottom of the deck we have, it is time to take action. New moon in Aries. So Aries rules the first house of our identity, our attitude, and how we appear to the world. Alright, so the moon's energy is, we have the full moon eclipse, Pisces, and that is what you have. The full moon lunar eclipse. Conclusions are within reach. And it is. Conclusions are within reach when it comes to your money and prosperity. For some of you, this could have something to do with your second house. So conclusions are within reach when it comes to your routines, your values, your possessions, and money, right? Because Taurus rules money. You could be having a new beginning. The old structure is, the old paradigm, the old structure is crumbling, and then once the dust settles, you're going to see something more clearly as to why something did not work over the past 2 years. We're going back to the timeline of September 2024. We're in August 2026, so 2 years ago. That timeline, you're going to see why things did not happen, why things didn't move forward when it comes to your money. It could be being very stubborn. When I see Taurus, I think of stubborn energy. So conclusions are within reach within this full moon energy, which would make perfect sense with the 4 degrees, which talks about the structures, the build blocks, all right? So what is hidden that is coming to the light for Pisces? Please and thank you. What is hidden that is coming to the light for the Pisces collective with this lunar eclipse? On the bottom of the deck, yeah, you're being divinely guided. You got a higher, your higher self is really, you're connected. See the owl here, which talks about wisdom. Your higher self told you to be patient. Take a break and be patient. See how she's laying in the water? That's the Pisces energy. Ground your energy and let go of control of how a situation is going to manifest for you. Okay, so you're not only being divinely guided, but you're protected by Mother Gaia. And again, letting go, being in a flow there, Pisces. We have the River Queen. That is your emotions. You're a water sign, all right? So Gaia's guard me of 18 and 36. So 18 and 18 would be 36. 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, which talks about hard lessons. So for those who have been going through a lot of turmoil, a lot of pain and suffering over the past 2 years, that's coming to an end. That cycle is completing. Okay, which is beautiful, Pisces. I say, hell yeah, Pisces. It's about time, right? All right, so she's coming to you as an ally. In Gaia's garden, you have everything you need to make your dreams come. So pay attention to your dreams. Your dreams are speaking to you loud and clear, Pisces. There is no shortage of anything, and you're constantly reminded of the law of supply. Gaia is the infinite spirit manifest in all tangible things. Tangible, Taurus, manifesting. She represents the abundance of nature. When she comes to you as an ally, she invites you to partake of all the blessings of life. There will always be enough for everyone. Success comes to you from the fruits of your intentions, because you are divinely guided, because you listen to your intuition and you were patient. 22, master number 22. A 3 and a 22 is a 7. 7 talks about everything that you've been through was part of your soul's growth. All right. and all is well with the world as a result. This is also a sign of you to give thanks and maintain an attitude of humility and gratitude as your greatest good now manifests for you. God's gifts are sweeter when you share them with others. So you're receiving something. You're receiving something that is going to be very prosperous. Why? Because the conclusion of a hard cycle that you have been through with all these nines is within reach. It's concluding in the full moon energy. So say, okay, I live on the East Coast, so it would be Eastern time zone, which would be the 28th for me. So within reach. So 828 is a 9. Plus the energetic year of 1 is a 10. So it can happen the day before, which would be the 27th. 9-9. Pisces. The 1, the energetic year. 8, the energetic month is a 9. The 27 adds up to a 9. 9-9. So it could be happening the day before the lunar eclipse on the 27th. That could be when things are finally going to conclude for you. You're going to complete this hard cycle, this profound lesson of pain, suffering, broken structures, karmic endings. And you are letting go and learning to be more in the flow of life, the flow of your intuition, and just allowing the divine to guide your way forward. Beautiful opening message there, Pisces. Beautiful. And I say, hail to the yes, right, Pisces? Congratulations. It's about time, right? Give me a thumbs up if you agree. Leave me a comment. Leave me a heart in the comment section. All right, Pisces. So the River Queen flows in your life as an ally to remind you about the concept of allowing and the law of non-attachment. Remember that all rivers come from mountains and run to the sea to be absorbed by the larger body of water. There are liquid evaporates into the clouds that rain on the mountains to continue an endless cycle of fluidity. The River Queen requires you to be fluid and to let go of rigidity and perfectionism. You will go far as long as you let go and let flow. Even maneuvering around the greatest blockages like water, streams, around big boulders. No obstacle can hold you back now if you're willing to surrender to the natural flow of events. Be easy on yourself and others and watch how smoothly you move forward. You may be surprised where the river takes you. So that could be a lesson that you're learning that's a very hard lesson. It is letting go of rigidity and being perfect. Because there ain't a damn person out there who's perfect. And that could be the action that you are taking here. You're identifying with this egoism of perfectionism. You're learning to have faith in your dreams because you're definitely seeing something in your dreams. No obstacle can hold you back, Pisces. None. And you know this. You're learning this lesson from a higher perspective. To be still, be patient. Matter of fact, you're mastering that lesson with 9-9 into 2, which is 11-11. Okay? So what are the crows warning Pisces about? What are the crows warning Pisces about? Memories. So somebody could be nostalgic about the division. Maybe, maybe one person's seeing something one way and you're seeing something another. Because this talks about the community, right? The being divided in the community. 2 different groups, right? That's the division. So we definitely have something about a commitment and protection. So somebody could have lost their protection. 2 people could have lost their protection. Because why? Because it's like they were feeding off another. They made a vow to do something. because the commitment card talks about the female crow feeding the male crow. Why? Because his beak got broken. When the beak is broken, he's in a lot of pain. He's unable to talk. Somebody may have lost their protection because of a vow that they took with another person to break another person. And they be reaping what they are sowing. 9-9. I don't know why I picked up the crystal cards. I have no idea. I did it unconsciously. Alrighty, so let's clarify. Conclusions are within reach. Eight of Cups. So the Eight of Cups is perfect with conclusions are within reach, because you know that something better. You were guided to move on because you knew that there was something better waiting for you. You had to do what was right for you. And this person, these two people were committed to block your flow. They were committed by placing obstacles in your way. And now these two people lost their protection. While you were listening to your higher knowing, your divine guidance, your still small voice within you to take action to keep moving forward. Trust the process. Somebody is so stuck in the past, and they are stuck on red, which is anger, resentment. Look, there's the couple. What the female's in red, the male is in black here. So somebody angry. They wanted revenge. Two people who were committed. They wanted revenge. Somebody was very angry. Somebody is still very angry. Why? Because you moved around some sort of obstacle. You chose to be more in the flow and trusting the process. 3, 6, 9 could be significant. You had to do what was right for you, and these two people were committed to block your prosperity, to block your flow. Yeah. So it's like you definitely on a spiritual quest. So I'm talking about Pisces who could be in their North Node already. The North Node talks about the spiritual lessons that we learn on our journey, the hard ones. When you were in your North Node and you were going through a lot of challenges and a lot of lessons, they're hard. That's where they're the hardest. They're not the normal challenges of everyday life. So people could be collaborating together. Two people could be married, because this talks about in sickness and in health. No matter what. Somebody could have been feeding somebody their anger. This is somebody who could have been feeding off of this obstacle, feeding off your energy, feeding off of your emotions. For 2 years. 2 years. Blocking your money. Creating obstacles in your money. By putting you in a position, it's like going to the community and causing division, gathering up groups of people, 2 different groups of people to come up against you. All right, so prosperity lies ahead. Yeah, all because you didn't want to work with them. All because you walked away and did not want to work with them. Master number 11, 911 or 1118 significant. 6 of Ariel. The 6 of Ariel talks about giving and receiving. Somebody is very balanced. Balancing out your structure. Balancing out your money. Something is coming in unexpectedly with Uranus in Gemini. This person could have only wanted to be near you to take advantage of your generosity, and I feel like that's what they did. They took advantage of your generosity, and now they're reaping the seeds that they sown by blocking your prosperity, putting obstacles in your prosperity. They could have did some sort of magic. It says magical. See? Magical. Now something could be backfired. And could be talking to somebody who is finally getting what is owed to them. They're being given what was owed to them. Somebody could have tried to steal somebody's identity. I'm telling you. Look, I am telling you. Justice is about to be served. 208, the 28th. Because somebody tried to ruin somebody's reputation. And oh, they're out there pleasing everybody. Yep. And they're angry. Somebody wanted revenge. Because somebody was trying to ruin somebody's reputation, like I said, saying that this person's out there pleasing everybody. They could have did something online, on social media, to make money. Look, the Ace of Wands. Somebody could have been trying to sell themselves online, or somebody could have did something online out of revenge. Why? Because somebody was jealous. So I was jealous, and I feel like this is somebody's ex that wanted revenge. And now because somebody participated in it, in sickness and in health, till death they part, now they lost their protection because of what they did. Gaia's garden, reaping what you sow. Yeah, little Page of Michael. Okay, so we have the Page of Michael, which talks about exciting new challenges, creating challenges for you. And this is somebody who is very analytical. This is somebody who could have been gossiping on you. With the King of Ariel, trying to make money, sign some sort of contract to try to make money here, to bring about financial success. The King of Gabriel, I'm telling you, look at this. Look at all these people. Look at all these people. The king, and the queen. 4 people who were committed here. But this could talk about the energy and the intention. So somebody's intention was to make money. Using somebody's picture. Somebody's going to be shocked. I won't be shocked because I already know who it is. This is somebody who, look, the king and the queen. A married pair, a couple who was committed to do something with somebody's picture to make money. This is somebody who come in and earned your trust. Somebody who's very psychic, somebody who abused their psychic powers. They come in, they earned your trust. And then it's like they backstabbed you. Their intention was to get everything that they could from you, to take advantage of your generosity. Their intention was to spread your words, to spread whatever they could get from you, whatever information they could get from you. Their intention was to spread it like water. So they intentionally did something. You can't make this up. Yeah. Control freak. This is somebody who's throwing adult temper tantrum because somebody put boundaries up when they walked away. Gaia's garden. Gaia's garden. Reaping what you sow. Yep. Of Ariel. So we got the 4 to 3, which is a 7 plus a 6, which is a 13. So somebody could be going through some sort of an ego death here because they're realizing they lost their protection and they're reaping the things that they have sown when it comes to money. So they could be losing their finances here. This is somebody who tried to gatekeep you, to block your finances, I feel by using magic last September, 3 and a 6 adds up to a 9, so September. September 12th could be significant. Maybe something about August of last year could be significant. This is somebody who never had your true intentions at heart. Intentions was to block you from receiving something on a monetary level. And they teamed up with somebody from your past. This is because they wanted them. Listen, one man's trash is another man's treasure. That's what I have to say. All right, let's take a look at the bottom of the deck. I'm telling you, there they are again, showing up on the bottom of the deck. So they're getting what you, when you give, you receive, reaping what you sow. So what they gave you, they're about to receive. If they did magic on you, they're about to receive it back. The River Queen, flow, letting go, and natural. They could have did some sort of elemental magic on you. I'm telling you. Love. The Ace of Wands. The Three of Gabriel. So it's like they waited for the perfect opportunity. And look. Could have worked with a Virgo. The Six of Gabriel. They wanted to win something. Oh, well, we'll win this battle. Right? We'll win this battle no matter what. So the Queen of Gabriel talks about in the upright position. They did it out of envy. They did it out of jealousy. Because somebody is very beautiful, very talented, very attractive. They're in this I attract, I do not chase energy. They're in this energy of letting go, being more in the flow. Somebody who's very intuitive. Fire and water, very balanced. So they went after somebody because of the fact that they were very blessed. They were very much in the flow. Right? And they went after them to try to drain their energy. They could have did sex magic. Yep, they took advantage of an opportunity here. That's what they did. They wanted somebody else's opportunity. Six of Gabriel. But I feel like whoever you are, you won the battle. 3, 6, 9 is significant here. So being in the flow, we have all of this fiery energy. Water and fire brings balance, healing. So the answers that you need are already within you, water signs. The answers that you need to overcome this obstacle, to reach your prosperity, to win this battle, is already in you. This is an energy vampire. These are energy vampires. These two people were committed to vamping off of your energy. You had to go through the dark night of the soul here. Because when I see the Hermit card, it talks about going through that dark night of the soul. Facing your fears. Things being illuminated so that you can find all the missing pieces of yourself. Right? Answers come through meditation. Your higher knowing, your higher guidance. There's where the epiphanies come. How can I overcome this obstacle? Be patient. This person could have been going around saying, oh, they're ugly, oh, they're a slut. They like to spread their claim and their wand. They like to ride everyone, which is not always the truth. These are people that are leaders. This so-and-so makes their money this way. I'm telling you. And they're committed to ruin somebody. It's like they wanted to do a switcheroo to all somebody's prosperity flows to them. Sounds like there's a lawnmower out there. Yeah. Commitment. Give me something with this commitment with this couple who is committed. Look, 10 of Wands. They were committed to ruining somebody's reputation. They were committed to ruining somebody's reputation, saying that somebody was out there people pleasing other people. Remember, the Ace of Wands in reverse, riding everybody's wand, in everybody's clam. They wanted somebody to carry somebody's burden. The 10 of Wands is heavy energy. They wanted somebody to be burned out. This is somebody who had a very bad attitude with the action that they took. They took some sort of action out of a revengeful memory. Trying to steal. This is somebody who was siphoning somebody's light. Because we have all this fiery energy. That's your solar plexus. Your solar plexus is your willpower, your life force energy. This is somebody who was trying to drain somebody's life force energy for a while. For a while. And they did it on a repetitive basis because this is Virgo energy, the South Node. They did it on a repetitive basis. Possibly spying into somebody's life. 999 is very significant. We have 36 coming through here. 36, 36, and this card, the River Queen, is 36. So the number 36 is very significant here. $36. Could have worked with the Virgo. Protection in reverse. 9 of Ariel and the 4 of Michael. So somebody tried to make somebody sick. Your dreams are fulfilled. Your hard work leads to great success. A love for the beautiful things in life. So they did something because somebody was beautiful. Somebody was charming. Somebody was attractive. And somebody is now sick. Somebody could be stressed out. Definitely meditating, projecting hate. Another 9 coming through here. Lots of 9s. 36 and 9 is very significant. Going into somebody's dreams. This could be somebody who went into somebody's dreams and told them, oh, you lost your protection. You lost your angelic help, but somebody knew better. Somebody definitely seen something in their dreams. 1994 could be significant. Somebody could be 49 years old. Or September 4th could be significant. See the rainbow? Somebody draining somebody's chakra. Somebody could be sick. Let's take a look at the bottom of the deck. Yeah. They caused a lot of drama. So basically, this person lied to cause drama. They thought they were clever with whatever they were spreading. Yep. What they did was they learned somebody's wounds with the 9 of Wands in reverse. They learned somebody's wounds, and then they would say things to trigger them, right? Say things to trigger them and then keep them in their head. This is a narcissistic, this is an empress who operates out of their shadow side. Somebody is very promiscuous. Yep, and then they were going around spreading it to the collective, spying, lying, gossiping. This is what you call a master manipulator. Somebody is very verbally manipulative. Somebody who refuses to heal their wounds. Yeah, they're very codependent. They're looking elsewhere to have their own cups fulfilled. This is somebody who's like a missing piece of the puzzle. You may be shocked when you find out how far this person went. All right, give me some crystals. Give me some crystals for Pisces. The otter. Feminine energy, playfulness, and honor. Somebody has to put honor on somebody's name. Moonstone. Spirit of otter. Help me honor my feminine side with ease and playfulness. Thank you, Aho. Somebody may have to put respect on somebody's name here. Swan, aquamarine. Feminine energies again. Something about the divine feminine, transformation and rhythm. Spirit of Swan, teach me to trust the universal flow. Universal flow. And accept the change brings positive transformation to my life. Thank you, Aho. See, the swan alone. So they were trying to make somebody feel all alone. Trying to spin off of their energy. Trigger them just to get a reaction so they could take that straw and siphon up all that negative energy. This is Empire. Especially with the Empress in reverse. This is a dark, narcissistic vampire. When you get the Empress in reverse, this is somebody who lacks passion, somebody who lacks empathy, somebody who operates out of their shadow side, somebody who's very narcissistic, somebody who's very empathic but uses their abilities to take advantage of people's generosity, such as, oh, I'm empathic, psychic, and I see things. I see an opportunity here, without saying it. I see an opportunity. Maybe they don't speak it out loud, but they're thinking in their head, this is an opportunity for me to gain something. That's the kind of person you were dealing with. Created a lot of challenges, a lot of drama. They did something in a very, like I said, narcissistic way, just to get a reaction. But these people lost their protection. And whoever I'm talking to, your dreams are about to be fulfilled. Prosperity lies ahead. They wanted your business. Nine of Ariel. Because the Nine of Ariel talks about self-employment. Because you didn't want to work with them and you chose to go off on your own. Because it's like you knew intuitively, the divine whispered to you to let go. And they were so mad because you're so you attract things. You're attractive, you're beautiful, right? You're single, you're sexy, and you're successful. And they were so mad that they wanted revenge.